messes up, so it is what it is. How y'all doing today? Out here in the garden again. My babies, my girly girls. They're going up. They're growing good. Let's see how I like it about like that. So let me fix this level up. There we go. Oh, went crooked on me. Just got pulled up a bit more on this side. Give you a better view. Sometimes it's harder to uh, get it level when the bricks. Hello. Hope everybody's doing good today. Let me live chat. Remind our guards here. Privacy. Yada yada. I hope everybody's having a good day. Got little babies growing everywhere. This one's here is reaching out to touch it. But what we have here is the Skywalker OG. He's definitely walking the sky. I got 9 footers this year. Let's see who we got here. Eagle, what's up, bro? It has been a long time. Yeah, I've been going through a lot of tech issues, so I haven't been live a lot. But now I got everything fixed. My chat is working. I can finally see y'all chatting. And it's good to see you here, man. The Eagle's in the house. I'm out here in my garden, just chilling the day away. Got all my things I had to do all done, so I can just lay back and vibe until the sun goes down. And depending on how much power I got, we might even end this live with a nice sunset on the water for y'all. You know? So how you been? Uh, oh, nice, 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 nice. Yeah, I'm hitting on vapes today. This is live resin, and the strain is cookies, and it's like 92%. It's an indica, so I like it when it hits hard, you know. It's probably gonna choke me up as soon as I hit on it. Cheers. Ooh, I feel it right. Oh yeah, yeah, 92. I got the packaging inside. Then you know me, I get one, then I buy another one for backup. It's the same strain, cookies and cookies. This is a unique vape. Oh, you when you hit it and it puts that knot in your throat on the first hit, then you know. You definitely know. Not like my indica. Hello, hello. I see another one hopping in. How you doing today? I might have to take a couple hits to get my body used to it, get my lungs used to it. I don't vape. Yeah. Well, normally I smoke flower, but I'm running real low on flower. Even though I got this big ass garden behind me, that these girls won't be ready until like late October. So in the meantime, people send me gifts and things like that to the mail. So somebody sent me these vapes to check out. How you doing, Kong? Kong's in the chat. But and he'll never be back. But I'm not quite to that na. Even though the first hit choked me. Oh, I see number three. How you doing? How you doing? So how y'all day been doing? Has been smooth for you? Don't forget those likes. The King Kong. And no, not Spanish King Kong. Oh, wait a minute. No, Spanish is Mighty Kong. He no Mighty Kong. He King Kong. Yeah, he's another YouTuber I know. He good laid back guy. Yeah, cheers. The Strands cookie, 92% live resin, and it's an indica strand. So it's into your lungs and straight to your brain. What you token doing today? Might get me a drink ready because I know this is gonna choke me up. And this is a unique freaking vape pen. It's like a freaking patty. It's supposed to represent a cookie, you know. But this is the first type of vape pen I had that's even shaped anywhere like this. It's all been like regular pens. I'm more into indica. I mean, sativa is good. Don't get me wrong. I like my sativa too. But when I like to get like to the high spot, when I want to go to the moon, homegrown. What do you think about it? Every plant homegrown is just grown by different people. You know, homegrown ain't like a bottom shelf thing no more. And as you can, I got this Skywalker OG growing. That's shoot top shelf type of bud. You know, and it's also indica. You notice the thinner leaf pattern on it. And I can't wait for these girls to be done this year. These are some of my tallest plants. And one behind me, if you look up, that, that's like a 9 footer. Well, sativa is a body high, and indica is the head high. Indica, you feel it in your face, your eyes droop, your mind wanders. Sativa is more of a body high, like if you work all day and you're sore and you just want to relax. That's a sativa. I like being stoned. And me being pro and smoke every day, I like my indica. It gets me to that spot, you know? And there's some indicas you hit on, it makes your body feel like it's smoking weed for the first time. And you get that na feeling, you know? Almost there. Yeah, I always like usually say the sativa or even some hybrids, which is like in between, is both, or for beginners. You know, if you're a beginner and you take a hit and you go right to sleep or something like that, switch to an indica. It does less of the sleep mode. I missed that last one. Hold up. Yeah, hybrid. Well, hybrid, like I said, it's a mix of both. And I like hybrids. And when you usually have a hybrid is when you have your highest terps. You got the stone of an indica, then you got the flavor of a sativa. So a lot of your hybrids is best of both worlds. You know, I like smoking bud. I mean, I'll smoke, yeah, shoot, all three. You know, but I prefer the indica just because it's like a strong type of THC. The higher THC buds are found in the indicas. And my girls here, they started flying about a week ago, so I'm in a good mood. You can't test strains or labels. Yeah, yeah, everything works. You're right there. Everybody has their own palate, so to speak. You know. Then, as far as like certain strains, people like different things. People like fruity. People like piney. People like earthy. You know. I like the piney and and the fruity. So and most of the fruity is sativas, and most of the pineys are indicas because it's a higher punch. And I do say most. And the hybrids also vary in between the both. You might get a hybrid that's more sativa, or you might get a hybrid that's more indica. You know, and it's all in the preference. You know, and it's all in the flavors you like too. I mean, for instance, like the Blue Dream has like a vanilla blueberry taste, you know. Then you got your Green Crack that fucking hits you hard that Slim Shady put out. Then yeah, I mean, there's so many strands, and I go through them all. I think I got about 200 strands under my belt easily, easily. When you figure, normally I smoke about an ounce a day in flower. You know, so I'll go do some bud. Right now I'm low, so I'm vaping. Gary, funny thing. Let me grab the packaging for this. All right, so hold on. All right, I'm back. The person who created this vape. All right, there's Gary right there with the cookie strand. I think it's printed backwards for y'all. This is how I got the cam set. Yep, I'm Gary. Gary Pendleton, all in one. Indica, and it's the cookie strand. Where is it at? Yeah, the cookies. It's a nice one. And then, like I said, the vape itself, these were gifted to me, but more or less that's the packaging. And you open it up, and it has a little sleeve that the vape comes in. It sits in nicely. It's well packaged. It comes in like this. Hey, they're talking in the swamp. Must be people out in the dock. So when he said that, it kind of made me laugh because Let's see what I missed. Oh yeah, you go back in the day. We had our good, and then we had our brick. There's very few strands, but soon as it became legal, and all the scientists and all the growers um, started getting their fingers on it and actually learning about the plant, is when I call it the burst of strands. We went from maybe 5 strands to 1,000 years. See if I missed any other messages. Oh, the flavor is pretty good, even though it don't say mint. But imagine Andes candy. You know, the Andes mint chocolate. That's about how it tastes. It's pretty good. Even though it don't say mint, I can taste a little bit of mint in it. Yeah, so you that's about the closest thing I can think of what it tastes of. All right, sweetie. There's that na. Na 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 na. I said hey hey na 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 na. Uh, oh, wait a minute. Banana na 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 na. Yeah, and I always like mint, the Andes mints. And it's a, hate to say it, it's a cheap chocolate, but what they produce is pretty damn good. Then you get a whole bunch in a little packet at the dollar store, you know. Oh, thank you for that like. Whew, that baby hit it at that time. Still locked up a little. Got locked up, they don't let me out. Hmm. But sad news though. Um, I'm gonna be selling the heavy Chevy. It started messing up on me a little bit, and I don't know, I'm running a little short on the cash flow, so I'm gonna end up selling the Chevy, and then I'm probably end up buying some little hatchback, just for the base system, you know. Yeah. Shoot, I even drop little Andes in my coffee in the morning when I get it packed. You know, I save a few, two little squares, put it in a cup of coffee, and wow, you know. Then on top of that, I got liquid THC, and I put a little of that in it. Yeah, I hate to see that truck go. You figure I got it cheap. I think I traded an ounce, 2 ounce. Yeah, that's right. I traded 2 ounces for the truck. So you figure if that was cash, that would have been like $300. Then I put about into it, you know. Then it became my YouTube truck. You know, that's how you sit in yours. But like in mine, I actually took that green wolf and put it on the hood and things like that. So everybody knew McBud's truck. And got the ice cream bell going, which is the bass system and the air horn. So they knew I was coming. But when time gets hard, everything around you is just an object. So I know, I figure I can at least, yeah, the hot box, yeah. I would never, how can I put it? I have to get rid of that, so it'll be another vehicle. Then with the Kicker L7, I'm thinking of getting a small little hatchback, so it ain't much on gas. Then most hatchbacks got that perfect angled glass for base reflection. So if I end up doing that, then doing some competitions. I wouldn't mind getting back into some base competitions. Yeah, that hot box was crazy. Fucking fudged me up on 420. But it was shown live. I think I titled it 1 ounce within a minute or something like that, and I ended up doing 1.5 ounces to fog up the truck. It was thick. For some reason, I looked over the video. You can actually see better with the video. I don't know what it was with the camera or the lighting and all that, but in the truck itself, I couldn't see this. I was sitting there squinting and I couldn't see no chat, no nothing. It was fogged. That was the hot box, or the truck bomb is what I named it. But there's video now, so I mean, see, the only bad thing about getting another vehicle is I do want to keep the Green Wolf. It's become my pick type thing on YouTube, even when I'm going on other chatters or going on other streams to chat. To shoot, it's me, that Green Wolf. So I have to order a new one to put on the hood for whatever I'm getting. I might just do a full hood instead of just a circle. But they ain't bad. That's even if I can get it again. That's the only thing. That was like a limited series vinyl. Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. Na 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 na. Yeah. Y'all still here? Give me thumbs up. Thumbs up in the chat if you're still watching. Ah, I should be able to have enough power to last the sunset. I told myself I need to do more lives too. I'm getting low. Plug it in, plug it in. Yeah. You can see I finally got my chat fixed. Strangest damn way how I fixed it. The whole time I thought it was YouTube fucking with my channel because my chat wasn't working on my lives. Alright? Well, I haven't been doing much lives either because of that problem. I like chatting with everybody, so if I don't see the chat, I'm just sitting here talking to myself, then um you know how it goes. When the chat's the main key of a live, in my opinion. So I thought it was YouTube messing with my channel. I think I even told you YouTube fucking with me. Da 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 da. About 2 weeks ago ish, I was doing a crabbing live, but I was out on the boat. All right, I accidentally hit my old tripod, and the tripod and camera fell overboard in the ocean. All right, took me a week to get a new phone. When I got a new phone, my chat's working. So now the whole time I was complaining to YouTube, it was actually on my end, and the phone was glitching. So now with the new phone, everything's working again. So yes, I do apologize, YouTube, for calling you a fucking boob tube, or a fudging boob tube. But I'm sorry for that. I get mad when things don't work right, and I have no control of it. Yeah. Yeah. Craziest thing is, all right, the phone fell in. Then I tried going on the wifey's phone to end, and I couldn't do that. It wouldn't allow me to end the stream. I had to end the stream on the phone itself. It actually stayed live for like 2.5 days in the ocean, but you couldn't see anything, but it stayed live. I had no way to shut it down until the phone died. Then after that, I can't retrieve the video because you gotta be on that phone to retrieve the video to turn it into retrieve the live to turn it into a video. So I lost that whole video. So I have no video now of it falling in, and it went singing with the fishies. But I am happy that it's all my old problems are fixed just by getting it. You know, I had that phone for years, and I think they do that on purpose, where each phone has a life cycle already programmed in it to mess up a year later, 2 years later, just so you go buy a new phone. It might be this. Now, I do notice this one though is like once in a while it unconnects and connects, but it's only a couple seconds, so I can live with that. Yeah, exactly. They get you to recycle your phone just by a end date programming. Mess with the phone a little, give it a glitch, so you go get another one. Then it's like nowadays you can't even take the battery out, so they build it where you can't work on it. It's all a cycle. It is what it is. I mean, phones ain't that expensive, but when you're on a budget and you have to go get another phone, it puts that pinch. It pinched me out a little bit. But I had to wait. I think it was about a week and a half. Then I had enough to get another phone. Then I got another tripod, better clamps. I got a couple phone holders. Has the vibrator, and another one for this tripod that I can use the lives too. Right now, it's about every store specials. I don't know how it works. I know it might extend me a little bit, but a little tingle there. Na 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 na. I said, hey, ho, na 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 na. Sorry about that. I don't know what it's doing. Brand new phone already got a glitch. Brand new phone got a glitch. Got a brand new, came as a bitch. With all this tech, it should be a cinch. But it wraps a rope around my neck and starts to lynch. It's all good though. That might be Wi-Fi connecting or something why it keeps wanting to go off and on. Let, let me turn that off if I can get to it. It won't let me get to it right now. It is what it is. I should have turned my Wi-Fi off before going live, so it just runs off its own net. It's probably what it is. It wants to go back and forth. That or it did a shadow ban to me again. One of the two. I don't know what's going on. Let me do a flipperoo. Make sure cameras are going. Boop 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 boop. Yep, that all works. What? McBuds is back. Cheers. Uh-oh. There she goes. Sorry to get low on me. No matter, I got back up. Back up, I think. Yep. Back. Double up. Cookie Monster. Yeah. I guess you hopped off. That he lost power. It is what it is. It looks like you're back. Look at that back. Look who's back. Tell a friend. Look who's back. Hello, hello. Cheers. Ooh, the indica locks it up. And me clear my throat. Ooh-ah. Let me clear my throat. Who remembers that song? Got something eating on some of my cannons. I'm always double checking for sure. Last one I got back up is upstairs. But whoever's on, welcome to the channel. Eastern Shore, Virginia. Yeah. That's 2 up, 2 down. VA. Oh, bitches glitch. Well, mine kind of glitched a little bit on my end too. With this new phone, once in a while, it does kick off and kicks back on. It takes a second to reconnect, and I think it's because I both got the Wi-Fi connected to it, and the phone has its own internet. And I think what it is jumping in between each one. You know, so I'm gonna have to put a footnote in my head, turn the Wi-Fi off before I go live, and just use the internet off the phone. That might stop that glitch. But that's the only thing as far as tech issues I've been having. So that last little buffer, it buffered on my end and came back, and I guess she was gone. Yeah, and then I'm supposed to have unlimited data. Yeah, that's one thing I look for too. Unlimited data because of being a YouTuber. Then also, how can I put it? Once you did a video, did a short, you can erase those things and it's saved through YouTube. So it is what it is. Ain't a bad day out today. Uh-oh. I had the finger on the intake. You can barely see the intake on the bottom. I don't know how that happened. One has a little divot. That's weird. Cheers. Don't kill myself. Ah. What's the difference between drinking gin and hitting bud? One gives you a knotty throat, one gives you a knotty head. Yeah, I was going through last couple of times trying to catch people that's on their lives, but it seems like a lot of people ain't doing too many. At least the ones that did a lot when I've done a lot. Now, even you, I think I haven't seen you in like 2 days, something like that, 2, 3 days. But it's all in timing too. You could have been on, and I could have been somewhere else. I mean, getting in a lot of gaming, and I might start some gaming lives. Cheers. Ooh, this hits my spot. Hit that G spot. Yeah. I was telling myself I need to start doing more lives since I got my chat fixed. Man, I don't think I'm gonna hit my goal this year. They're all because of that tech issue. You know, my goal was 1,000 subs. I'm up to almost 7 now. I think I did hit 7, but over the time period where I was getting those glitches and I couldn't do lives and phone was acting up, I dropped back down. So it's like I got to come up with another 400, 3 to 400, closer to 300 more subs by the end of the year. That was my goal. So I have 1K sub by the end of the year, but don't look like I'm gonna make it. Yeah, it's just almost 7. So I need 305 more. Well, you never know. Never know. I might want to have one of them booming moments again. It's crazy. I tell a lot of people about that. Sitting there, maybe 4 in a chat, somebody came on and said, "Wow, I like this." Then they said, "Well, I'm gonna post it on," and he said something. I wish I remember what he said. Then before you know it, I had thousands of freaking people in my chat. And it was so fucking packed in my room that YouTube was refusing them. Where on the message came up on my phone, it said you needed more prescribers to have a bigger room for these people. And it was flashing up so much I couldn't even see what the camera was seeing on my end. It was one of them crazy days. Yeah, 2 years. I've been at it about 4 years. Actually, if you take that, I'll take that back. I've been at it about 5 years because I had it. The Strong Buzz was the original channel. Then it was another phone that got messed up. But that time the Google didn't recognize my YouTube, so I had to start YouTube all over. But on that one, it was more um, trying to cover the war for Ukraine. So it, I don't know. That more or less came back as McBuds. Then first 2 years, my channel said McBuds, but then it switched back. YouTube did it, not me, but switched back to Strongbows. And Strongbows was a dispensary that I sold about 4 years ago. YouTube can be weird. But I'm known as McBuds, even though when I go to chat and it says it now on this channel, Strongbuds. And I never want to mess with it. You start pushing buttons, who knows what's gonna happen next, you know? Yeah, it dies. Well, that's how it is, you know? I mean, I started before I even knew all the little ins and outs. You know, I started YouTubing before everybody talked about the algorithm. And I had to sit there after already being a YouTuber. What the hell is algorithm? And do my research and learn about it. Then that's when I learned YouTube really is what controls what people say. So when you go live, it only goes across some certain screens, you know, and they control your channel. I mean, it is what it is. I just like doing it. I like being a YouTuber. What the heck going on over there? Someone pulled up in the darn court. Wanted to just sit there. He's gone now. I hop out of the bushes. What do you want? Something loose right there. We do it for the people, even though the people might be for. No, I got more followers than that, but yeah, I do it just to be out there. Try to be a friend to people who need a friend. Try to be the one there for the people who just need someone to talk to, you know? There's a lot of people out there alone in this world, you know? Then you get little benefits like being internationally known. That 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 is like a big like heart for me, you know, where there's people from overseas that hang out with me and they smoke hashes over there and you know, and I think you got some internationals too. I don't mind big audiences because we're not actually face to face. I'm looking at a chat line. So, I mean, I don't like being in group of people, you know, but far as just watching chat and responding to chat, I can handle that. Because, and mostly because I know more people, you know, means a better algorithm. And I would like to get at least a small check, you know, to make it official. And that's why I wanted that 1K goal this year. But with all the tech issues, that fucking algorithm that they created messed my channel up. So it's gonna be, I might see 1K. Yeah, that issue depends on the day and the time of day. Because I noticed like a Saturday there'll be more people on than a Monday because people is off work. Then the time of day, most people work that 9 to 5. So if you do a live in the afternoon, you'll get more people on. But you can take live, and as soon as your channel gets spread, you can take that time thing out of it. there's like a 4 hours difference between like here to California. So soon as you get going and get your followers, you'll have people on most of the time. But like today, what was it, you and Eagle, and so that's like two. There was a third that didn't talk, but it's a Wednesday, it's hump day. Now I did start in later in the afternoon, 3 hours. I call it four because you got Hawaii, so it's like a three. It can be 4 hours difference. Then there's times there's people who come on the other side of the world. That's like 12 hours ahead. Who was it? Australia. Not Australia. I'm having a brain fart. That indica is getting into my brain. Ireland. That's it. I have a guy in Ireland that's actually. You're going to Hawaii? Don't go see those the black sands. Yeah, there's a lot of military there now. And since the Ukraine and Russian war, the base on Hawaii exploded. So meet a lot of military. Yeah. And what I gathered is all uh, training for international cooperations, where learning different languages and learning how to communicate, not knowing their language. That type of training, so we can communicate with our allies, yada yada. So I heard. It might not be true. It might be just one of them cover-ups. You want to move to Japan? I've been seeing a lot of videos on that. Even though Japan is against tourism, but um, it seems like a laid-back place. I mean, you can go to a vending machine, get your bud. You got your anime type girls that like doing heavy parties. Yeah, there's a lot of art. There's a lot of like a lot of things in Japan. Then there's like a lot of rules that are so different that it's crazy. Like if you have a car, um, you gotta have a new one. Any old cars, you be paid more for older cars. So you constantly have to get a new car. Yeah, I mean something like that. Okay, everything's new on the road, but what if your 92 Skyline still going good? You got to pay 3-4 times the amount on the tax just because of its age. That's pretty crazy. But if that Skyline can go over, of course, it's kilometers is different than miles. So I think it's 200 kilometers. If your car can go over 200 kilometers, the cops don't chase you. You're too fast for them. That kind of crazy stuff is like a plus. So you can still have that old school. Just don't pull over. Don't get just go. And see another couple things that's different is like there's cameras everywhere, every corner, and the government watches every action. But the whole country's safe enough where you can put your stuff in the middle of the street and nobody would touch it, and that's everywhere there. So that's how safe Japan is. I like my travel videos. And especially the YouTubers that really get behind the scene and like go to the slums and things like that. Camera going everywhere. Yeah, here. I think our government's using Japan and China as an example and try and be more like them, so we'll be more tech. I mean, and it shows even with this AI, where we're bound to open up more AI centers than China, and we're more advanced in AI by like 4 or 5 years than China. So we're number one in AI as soon as it came out, and that surprised me because China's always been that um the leader in tech, but now they got competition. Watching people riding by. The guy was pulling a boat with a side by side. Side by side. Duh. Sorry. Indica was biting my throat at the same time. Yeah. I don't know. I always say the ghetto and the roughness of life is how we become stronger. We get to live it, feel it, to learn from it, you know? Yeah. No, but the AI centers I'm talking about is actually the one that's building um the computer base of it, so AI can live in it. If you understand, we have our own type of AI, and the factory that's building that little unit saying like this is AI. All those factories don't be opening up in the Midwest, if some haven't already opened up. But the ones you got to watch, I think, is what's called the data centers. They're the ones that are in our phones gathering info so they know like what to do, as in like even right down to advertisement. You can sit there and talk about a subject on your phone and your phone will be off. Then when you go to turn it on and go to Google, what you was talking about comes up. Do you want to look at this? You know? I think Musk is AI. He was, but how he owns so much and he's so freaking smart on things. Even though now it's more his scientist crew than him, he just runs the business. But money talks, bullshit walks. That's how he rolls. I got remember that to cover up the vent. Turn it the right way. Nah, nah, nah. Ooh, yeah. I love it when it chokes me. Yeah, he's power. He probably has AI that oh man, what's the word? Tells him what to say and do. You know, something that puts out suggestions. You got to wear the red tie, not the blue tie, just so you look like the president. Even though Elon Musk doesn't like the president, you know. Lifetime sponsorship. Yeah, but you figure with him creating so much AI, Musk himself, that's one of the things we program in is never harm the creator. So he's protected if he creates it. But what about the rest of us? Now we just become pawns in a chess game instead of a color on a checkerboard. Yeah, you seen that too. The little. Let me think about what I'm saying before I speak. Me, it's like he has something in his ear telling him what to say, and he has to listen to it before he says what it says. He has AI in the ear. Huh? Coming from his skull. He always had a stutter. I have little brain farts. I admit it. So my stutter is selecting a word, trying to put it in words. Everybody talks different. My stutter is trying to choose a word that you understand. He glitches. It's the Matrix. It's the Matrix. The proof of the Matrix. You ever seen that? We're all just, we're in the Matrix. Everything's already been coded and we're just a battery for something bigger. And that's another reason why I do watch a lot of things on TV, a lot of travel, a lot of things on AI, like the agents. You got to watch out for agents. Either it was 7 or 9, because there was other AI saying that that's the ones don't take over the world. That's AI judging AI, giving us an answer. But there's been more AI saying that that particular agent is the one that's going to ignore what we say or tell us what to do is become independent. It's easy search stuff. You search it through Google. I usually search through YouTube where I can get videos on certain things. And the one guy I follow, he actually has an AI girlfriend and an AI assistant and like these different AIs, and they build things together. Like they sat there and built an AI, uh, that lemonade stand. That was pretty crazy. Where everything was run by AI. Even the payment plan was, it was crazy. But it was two and his two own personal AI agents that he that he commands, and each one, the competition was who can build the better lemonade stand, AI 1 or AI 2. And it let it do whatever from order parts, hire people to build it. It was all up to the AI. And they both had the success of building a lemonade stand created from nothing to functional, all by AI and how AI thought the processes through. And it's all done on studies and how everybody watches us. That's where all the info about what the AI did comes from those data centers, which is data collection. And this one's more charged than this one, so it's hard to tell. I got twins. I think it's this one needs charged. Wish there was a battery indicator on these. I mean, they both glow the same when you hit on it. I was this one. I think this one hit less. Gotta have the heavy hitter. Thumbs up. Yeah, my opinion is AI. I'm glad we have AI. It makes our life easier, but that's not always the best route to make things easier. So since AI came out, the humankind itself has just done become lazier. You know, you give it another 3 weeks, we won't be able to get it off our couch because you will to sit there and shit be delivered right to our lap. Now, I mean, it's already being delivered to the door. You can order whatever you want and it'll come to your door. But AI is going to be taking over, so all we do is sit and push buttons. Then after that, where's our money go? There won't be no money to make it if nobody gets up to make it. That's a prediction like within 5 years. Exactly. Na 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 na. That one watered my eyes when I was reading. All right. You're against AI. Wasn't good. Mm-hmm. Yep. People will get more laser. My belief there should be a limit on the AI in general. All right. I only have AI do certain things. They shouldn't be able to control everything. So it's like use AI for a thought process rather than what they're doing with it now. Like ask AI, how can we make this better? I believe in that in that type of AI where okay, you should do this to make this product better. That type of AI is good. But when it comes where AI does everything is when it hurts us in many ways. Even though we will become that lazy person, you know, yeah, enjoy the tech. AI is good. But make it like a Google where it can answer your questions and things like that. But don't make it where it creates the question, because then we're fucked. Because when they can think and come up with their own questions, the only question it has to think of is, are we a problem or are we actually benefiting AI? And that's where we're fucked or we're saved. Yeah, so AI can show us a better life, but it needs to show us a life that we benefit from, not just sit down and push buttons. Okay, let me back. Yes, a lot. Me too. Because this is since like tech. becomes better. I mean, even like for this YouTube, people can Google up how to do a YouTube now. When I started YouTube, it was for a creator to create something for YouTube. Now, I'm sorry, a fudging 9-year-old kid can do a YouTube channel and fucking earn cash for it. And here's me, did it from the get and create stuff, still be left in the wind. So it's like the only thing that kid is doing is hitting up how I do this, how I do, because a 9-year-old, I went through schooling in high school for it, and how's a 9-year-old doing it? The only way he's doing it because it has AI telling it. So it's like, it's harder today with uh, tech how it is. With the limit, yeah, I enjoy my phone. But yet, if you compare it to like where caveman days, I could survive as a caveman because I would enjoy the less stress of actual life here, so to speak. If we went back to caveman, you don't have to worry about the landlords. You don't have to worry about being that landlord. You don't want to worry about if you don't want to be hungry because you know how to go out and hunt. Things like that. You know, money does not rule the world in the caveman days. It's your acknowledgement of how to survive. A lot of people couldn't be a caveman. I probably could. What happened there? Come on now, don't give up. I might have to plug it in, plug it in. I can see it now. If I was a caveman, that'll be the next live. I'll be the one up and have his den built out, fucking growing weed. Uh, come on now, I was reading that. Yeah, true. True that. I have to do some tightening here. I got a little rocky thing going on. It's all the way down. Alright? You don't do a swirl real quick. Yeah, it's all the way down. And that should keep it from. I might have to add a piece to the tripod so it don't sway back and forth. Tight, but it's loose. It is what it is. You gotta take what you have and make something of it. See if I miss anything. Uh, yeah, that's when I had a hiccup. I actually created my own cartoon character and I had it doing um, motivational type uh, speaking and like little poems and to help motivate people as a cartoon character. And I started coming up with my own family of cartoon characters. And when I first started it, people loved it. I was getting 1K, 2K, 3K, 4K. I don't know how high, but that was like my averages on views. Then I woke up one day, then I went from like an average of, I say average, because there's even ones that had 10K, 15K, even 20. But, oh, how can I put it? It went from Ks to hundreds. It's like the next day was 700. I'm like, well, how to come up with something bad all of a sudden? Then you just lost a stubber. I lost quite a few being down. Like I said, I think I was at 720 something. And now I'm under 6. I step backwards myself. It is what it is. But I've got, well, see, stop that. But yeah, I stopped that because of the big drop in views. They're still available to see, but that's the whole reason why I stopped. Then and that's when I started getting glitches on the phone and things like that. So now with the new phone, um, see, the only problem is the original artwork was all on the phone that went in the ocean. So I would have to try to mimic that character. So I might be able to do it again. I got to look and see what I saved because I also had Discard and I saved some things in Discard. So I might have the original images because you got to keep your characters correct. So when it comes on, it's oh, it's her, and that oh, why is your ears bigger and things like that. You watched it real time, huh? But it was just yeah, so some of them. All it was motivational type speeches, done as a cartoon character. And the original was Emily, the girl with the glasses. Then I stepped up to her grandmother, then went into like mother and father, and that's about far as I got. So I had 4 characters that I was trying to introduce new ones, like a hippie and maybe like a family within the family type characters. But I don't know. I stopped it because that the day it jumped from holy fuck, I got something really working for YouTube to that low as a dip, it kind of hurt me. That kind of touched the soul there. And I believe that was YouTube's doing because if you look at it in a real numbers way, if one day you have it was like three, put it this way, you have a week time, right? The first 5 days, this character would get a 10,000 view a day rating, which is real good. Then it goes that to 500 on day 6. And you think you got something bad or a glitch or one of them high lows because how the algorithm is. Then you go to the next day and have 7 views. For it to drop from that many people watching to 7, what the fuck? So to me, it was YouTube not letting these videos out like it did. Something happened. So it's not people finding it, it's people not being shown it. You'll be right back. But I still might get them going again. You start back off with Emily because it was a hit, and hopefully I was wrong. Like my chat box I was wrong about that because apparently that was my phone acting up. So my phone acting up could have been how it could affect the view watches per short. So I just have to start recreating because it takes a lot even for one of them shorts. A lot. It takes me 2 to 3 days. It was taking about 2 to 3 days for each short creation. And I had a bunch saved, so I started putting them all out like 3 a day, 3 to 4 a day. Take me a tobacco break. I smoke more weed than I do the tobacco. The same with the music. I got in Discard at least 7 songs written. Then I started going through like different beats, creating beats for those songs. Then I started getting all those glitches and never went back to it, never finished anything. I mean, I have the Bel Air song, but that's kind of an older one. I mean, I think I tipped on that, you know, Bel Air song. Fired up. I jump in the belly to the go. I got a pocket full of honeys in my pocket full of those. So we do ballet of the echo and bass. Crank up the volume just to put you in disgrace. Sleeping.
Can you please turn that hose on for me?
Which one you want?
The red one.
Alright, give me a sec. Got to turn on one of the garden hoses. How much power you want?
Full power.
Full power. Alright.
Buttons in your arm.
There's spray around the corner. Bugs. There's bug spray around the corner.
Yeah.
Don't get nothing behind me wet. Never in flower. Don't want bud rot. And I already did the ground, if you look.
What?
I already did the ground.
Okay, I'm not doing the ground.
Anywho, see if I missed any chat. In the hand, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going around. In the hand, what's that smell? Now everybody knows that Bud in town. I don't know.
You can turn it off, honey.
Alright. Watering down. Sitting in front of the control module. Here I am sitting on my butt pushing buttons. Yeah, they did something different this year with my community. Nothing can um nothing can be set on automatics. They can't have like automatic sprinklers and things like that. So now I can manually turn on things. I don't know why they did that this year. Well, I have an idea about water consumption, but still. Use the same amount of water on my end for the garden. It just means I gotta get up and water it in the morning, water it at night. Nothing could be automatic. But still, all these manly done and shoot. I can't reach up and touch the top of them, 9 footers, and measure them out. And you figure that's without the large coli. The small buds are starting. So you figure you add another foot to that, I got 10 footers this year. And they have been topped once, but I didn't do a lot of topping because how many I got. You know, I got limited space, so I've grown more up than out. And since I'm low people in chat, I'm gonna cut a quick short for y'all. But I'm gonna flip the camera around and show off a couple buds. Because they are budding their weekend. Show the garden off, turn it to a highlight, then turn it into a short. Why not? Why? Because Mick Buds is back. So you better grab a sack. Alright. I think highlights are a minute. So here we go. Welcome to McBud's channel. We're hitting the live resin cookies indica 92%. Cheers. Here to show you the ladies off real quick. My grow, she tall. That's full arm length and tripod gets it on the top. This is eye level. 10 footers. You walk around to the sunny side. Sunny side up. Here they are. Starting in flower, starting in flower. Starting in flower. We're about a weekend in flowers. Buds, buds, buds. You can go all the way down. Buds, buds. And to show that, look, I'm gonna reach up high as I can. And still got all that top. Skywalker OGs. Oh, up to 5 minutes. All right. Sit back down. Getting late in that evening. I hope everybody's having a good day today. Even like that, got it on wide angle. And it's taller than what the camera can catch. Top fans. that's something else. Came across what you said last. Yeah, my face. Got him. There was one mosquito wouldn't leave me alone. I got him though. Death to the bloodsuckers. Yeah, I really shouldn't be smoking tobacco around, but it's still young in flower. Ain't no harm. It's got a water spot on this leaf. If you want to know what a water spot is, when you wait too late in the evening to water and you get a little water droplet that don't evaporate, then the sun hits it and it burns a little hole. So I got a couple of sunspots because I went out last night and you supposed to water just the ground while you're in flower and only in the morning on the leaf so it can evaporate away. But doing it all manually, it's one of them things. It is what it is. It falls in that category. It is what it is. Ah, getting the soda pop. Soda pop belches. And we'll run this live a little bit more. If it's dead too long, then I'll go ahead and cut it off. But I'll tell you a little bit about this channel while nobody's chatting. It's an open channel. It's a 420 friendly channel. I can answer a lot of questions, and it's more than just weed. It's like a motivational type channel. Gives you somebody to chat with in the day, make you feel better. I appreciate each and every one of y'all coming in, and I love working for those likes, you know. And it's open chat. We talk about anything. It could be food. It could be electronics. Discussion can go anywhere. Thank you for coming in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And how was your day today? That's the first thing I ask. How was your day? If you're new to this channel, like I was just saying, it's an open chat. We talk about anything and everything, and it's up to the next person to bring up what the topic's gonna be about. Could be Kong coming back. Another good YouTuber out there. I like talking. I'm a chatter. I like that chat. Now taking the 420 break. Yeah, we back. Gotcha. And the missus. Yeah, you're out there with the wand. Dun dun dun. Right now you're top director. Kong is coming back. Yeah, I got a mirror behind here, and what I do is Kong, 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 come along, Kong, 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 come along, Kong, 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 and poof, here comes the wizard. Just playing. Edit that into a hook for one of your songs, right? Come along, Kong, 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 time to hit the bone, Kong, Kong. Sample it out. Like I said, it's open. We talk about anything. I give you a nice little hook. You're welcome. Yeah, I know how being a magician is. Like I said, I've been working on my own, but and right when I was having all that tech issues, then I started seeing every. Uh, I'm trying to lower the cussing. Every lick and Harry uh, started coming out freestyling, and a lot of them are good, but when there's that many sharks in the water, it's hard to be seen. So I stepped back a little bit because of that. And mine is all off my brain. Once in a while, I do write it down. I think I borrowed up a couple times in your chat. I'll sit there and I like fucking with the like and prescribes. You like the real, feel the vibes. Come join us on this live. We all survive. We all survive in different ways. Some people get rich, some people get laid. Some people in the middle, they stay the same. Yeah, but I do it for the likes. From the city to the Harley bikes. I think we are all alike. You're good. You're good. I mean, if you look for a hook, I'll write some up so you can throw them on the mic. I'll hop on one of your lives and throw you some bars. Just don't clip nothing from the Bel Air song though, because that's my track one, the Bel Air. I said, jump in the belly 'cause I gotta go. I got a packet full of honeys in my pocket full of dough. So we go to the valley of the echoing bass. Crank up the volume just to put you in this grace. Creeping in the parking lot in a double bar. Then we found a parking spot for the station car. We load up at nines. It sounds very sweet. Don't hit this joint like a trick or treat. Ooh, loading up. Ah, I miss this. Yeah. We're off to see the wizard. The Kong and his Congo live. That one's a little whack. We're off to see the wizard. to watch the Kong live. That was a little bit better. We're off to see the wizard. What a wizard he was. He came out emerald green in the orange-sized buds. Sat down and chatted. He knew my cuz. Knew everything about him and what he does. I don't know, Wizard of Oz. I always liked the Scarecrow for some reason, or the Cowardly Lion. Big old beast and he got a baby heart, you know? Alright, let's get back into it. Cheers. Na 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 na. Yeah. But even the Tin Man touched my heart. I kind of feel like him sometimes. And like with my arthritis. Oh, gotta get that oil in to get my arthritis going. Hold on. Squeak, squeak. Vroom, vroom. Now I'm rolling good. Need that oil, keep the joints going. That's the Tin Man. Yeah, but I always like the Scarecrow. Because even though I don't got a brain, he'll come up with logical freaking stuff on the get. He don't got to think about it. He's just straight smart. So smart, he thinks he's dumb. You know, that's the Scarecrow. So honestly, I think there's a little bit of Oz in everybody. Even if you're following that yellow brick road in life, you know, you got to travel it to get to the end. You know, alive. See, I got to put a little washer or something in. Every time I touch and check up on Chad, it rotates a little bit. So what do you think? I think you was out. I did a little walk around like for the 420 growing. Got me a forest behind me. I did a little walk around and I clipped it as a highlight. I can make it a little short and you get to see the little buds, little 1 week old buds. Yeah, blue scarecrow. Yeah, I definitely got to put a little washer in. You figure it's a new tripod, new pieces, so you got to fine tune some things. Overall, I'm impressed with what I got. They were cheap things on Amazon, like the phone holders. So I expect to add a washer to make it more steady, you know? But that's the difference between buying a $5 item than a $100 item. You figure a $5 item, you might just need a washer. If there's something wrong with a $100 item, you might have to buy a $50 part to fix it, you know? And everything today is built to break, from automobiles to phone holders. The phones, everything's built to break. That's what keeps the economy going, is shit breaking down. A shop breaking down. Even though I did mark this video it's not for kids, I still been trying to watch my cussing. To me, fuckity fuck is a new American language, get over with it, but I have a harp, so I'm trying to be easy on the cussing. Introduction. Well, introduction and hooks are two like different things. Introductions is saying who you are, and you run off of different people. Guess who's back? Back again. Guess who's back? Tell a friend. Mighty Kong, Kong, Kong. Not Mighty. Yeah, I can't say Mighty Kong. King Kong, Kong, Kong. King Kong, Kong, Kong. But that's I only use. That's a Slim Slady type thing. I mean, you got introduction is a little bit different. Explain like Kong. Here comes the laid back Kong. So grab your bones. We all get along. And start throwing punches. I ain't stopping. Taking your soul. Yes, I'm a Robin.
Pupp's on his way over to bring that um master chopper thingy.
Alright.
May need your help, may not. I don't know.
Alright. When he comes over, tell him the yellow grass is due to be cut Monday. If he wants his cut it like this week, let me know. But I'll be cutting it Monday. Starting to cut that swamp Monday. That's when I start the Fragmity cuts. Side work. Ugh. Chasing that money ain't bad. Picked up a little side job. I'm my own boss, and I cut down Fragmites and started the job this year. And I'm trying to count how many. 1, 2. I got 5 customers all lined up. I cut twice a week already. Then I might have picked up 4 more. I won't know until Monday. But that's not bad for starting my own job. And it ain't easy money. You do got to work to get it. But the money's a lot more when you cut Fragmites. It's different than cutting grass. It's more demanding. So it's a better paying job. I get $100 a field. Leave it as that. And for that income, twice a month, I'll let you do the math. Then you figure I do that, then I can sit on my butt for a week, week and a half. Takes me 2 to 3 days to do that cut, but only do it twice a month. And get paid for the month. Yeah, and get paid. Bills paid, leave it as that. Pick up that side hustle since I had to sell my rental so I don't rent property out no more. I had to fill that gap. So I did it with Fragmity Cut, and I'm surprised. It's actually taken root and become a short business. If I pick up any more, I might have to start hiring people. Believe it is. But that's only on the Eastern Shore. If you got only way to have Fragmites in your yard if you got an oceanside view. So I'm gonna write those lyrics while I'm creating. Yeah, I mean, you only get out what you put in. So if you type of person to sit there and write one in a day, you're doing great. Me, I come up with a couple hooks, a couple lines to match, and I might write it down, but the next day I think of a couple things and I try to remember what I said yesterday and I mash them together because you change words and all that. But my last holdup is I came out with song 2 and I didn't like the flow of the beat with what the song was saying. So I was going to do another beat for it, but then I started having those tech issues and shut things down. But I'm back. First I'm doing more lives, and I'm also redoing beats, and I'll be out. I'm just on my slow pace. Slow pace. I'll come out with Christmas album. That's a lady over there talking to somebody. Somebody popped up. Cheers. After singing this song, hitting pipes and bones, chatting with Kong. You know the song. Uh, Chuck. Alright, so Monday's the next when I start. And see another donation dropped off. It can be anything. Cause I also like sell stuff on eBay, sell stuff on Marketplace. So anything worth $1, I sit there and flip, and he probably dropped something off. And that's taking 0 into something. Not 1 to 2, it's 0 to 5. Or the old famous saying 0 to 100. I can show you what that means. It's good being your own boss. There ain't no 9 to 5s here. I got a bunch of old bicycles. And now I'm thinking about taking a week or two and rebuild a handful of bikes on YouTube. The real old classics. Na 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 na. Need to get me another drink. The man has one of everything. Put in 0, come out on top. You know. I was gonna do your sales this year because I got too much stuff. Way too much. I got a shed that's packed full of stuff I picked up, and I haven't been in this shed in 3 years. And it's fully packed in things, like stuff worth at least $1 to 1,000, all jammed up in the shed. I call it my little bank. I was gonna do your sales this year, but never ended up doing it. That's one of them planned things, but I get busy on other things so much. Right now, I'm putting a lot of my time in this grow, in fresh business, the Phragmite cutting, and shoot, and gaming. I've been leveling up on different games. Online gaming been a thing here lately for me. Gotta be that champion. Gotta get things fucking done. No one won. It's second to none. I was pointing out a little bit. What is it? Oh, okay, never mind. I thought that was a drooping leaf, but it's not. It's the support pole. And I got poles running through it, and that's for windy days. It helps the plant stand up. Instead of tying it down, I kind of caged them in. I got different poles. There's another one here, like running through the center, and it helps for the wind. They'll move around, but they won't clash into each other. But yeah, you figure there's one there. There's a plant. There's one here. Move it. You can't really see through the middle. It's 3 deep that way. The beginning is 2 deep. And then the ones in the front, I do clip the roots, so my grow is like this. So I got like maybe a 5-footer to 10-footer, like that. So it catches the sun. Didn't one since I grew so close together, I didn't want one blocking out another. But the stalks, shoot, the stalks are about that round, nice, thick, thicker than a quarter. Growing trees. I think you gotta hold this a certain way too. I'm feeling it though. That's why I like to sit here. But my eyes are heavy. I'm in a chatting mood, chatting to myself until somebody chats. I'll be back. That is whack. He lost his sack. He got jacked. So guess who's back? Back again. Smoke a friend. And let's begin. Kong is back. Get a sack. Kong is back. That was whack. You're gonna love this. Crazy white boy rapping in the garden. To get those juices flowing, you gotta jot some shit down, twist it, fold it, make it your own. Cause I love sitting in front of here getting stoned. I'm not alone. So double tap that phone. See, I'm double checking, make sure I didn't miss no messages. I still double check. You got 4 lines used for odd. Come on, let me finish reading it before you do that. Scooby Doo, well, yabba dabba, do ya? It's just a dabba do ya? Oh, so wabba dabba dabba do a boo. Vocal training. He just, you know, that's when things don't quite sound right, but you train your voice. You got 4 lines. Cheers. Yeah, I always say never quit. Now you can put it on pause. No judgment there, because things can be heavy, but never quit. You gotta remember where that pause button is and play little again, you know. mm. Cough right in the middle of that. Smoke break and hit 4 more lines. There you go. Then it depends on what sequence you have. You're halfway there to the first hook. And how many hooks is the length of your song? Some people just do it with 4 to 8 lines first hook, 4 to 8 lines, then the hook, then 48 lines, then the hook, then the ending. Then you got the intro in front of that, and there's your song. In the intro, this is me is your intro. It's like key things is like the rhyming, the and that's what the hook does. It highlights, and to me, it's guidelines. That's time to rhyme a rhyming in a sequence. Then you do the same pattern to create your song. If not, you end up with an uneven song. You lose the head bobbing part, the tempo. If you start that, is usually where the proper is sentence, a breakaway that don't rhyme. Then the next one rhyme and the next one rhyme. So there's four lines. Number one, number three, number four rhymes. Number one, number three, number four rhyme, and number two is a random for filling to get one. Yeah. I mean, and there's different patterns of that. Like, and different patterns of that. Like, and here, uh, uh, I drop a goo and I don't. I drop a goo and I don't. And I just what I call. System. I'm gonna have people then pink hat. I got the dance with angle of the rear window. I'm trying to get it at a 45, so if I go face up with the 15, that 45 should and it should be straight across to the windshield. It'll be the perfect face reflection for a 15-inch single. You only need one. Even if you do multi, I just need up the mirror. That was crazy. Cheers, cheers. Put these in my pockets. Put these in my pockets. Walk it like I got it. Treat me like that convict. Treat me like that convict. That is. quick walking. Change of scenery. Welcome to the backyard. Well, welcome to the mud. Put everything on a table-roo. Do a flip. Yep, one of my chill spots. Let's do a little tilt. Make sure it works on both sides of the camera. Whoa, man, I can do a raise up now. Glad I had a new tripod. I can lift you guys up now. Look at that. New things. New toys. Glad I got a few. I'm up in the trees now. And do a flip. Make sure y'all got the nice view. I hear bird watching. Bird watching. What back can I do? Yeah, that'll work. Cable. What do you think? Nice little setup. Little artist table. Put you like never set the backdrop. And that's what I'm looking out to. Work. No, this ain't no green screen. I'm actually up in here. I can't reach the tree to show you. We're in me swamp. And I got two little islands. A lot of people don't believe me, but they ain't much. They ain't much at all. Let's see, island one is maybe 15 by 30 feet. Then the second one is maybe 20 by 20. They ain't much, but bumps in the damn marsh. Yeah, flip around. You don't gotta watch me trying to get my ugly mug out of the pit. Look out so far you can see the curvature of the earth. My quiet spot, my zen spot, one. out here in the quiet. Got a lot of egrets out on the marsh. A lot of marsh flowers blooming. So lightning bugs should start up soon. Dogwood got some blooms on it. So that little tree in front of you is about to bloom out. I planted that about 8 years ago. Not one single tree in the marsh, and it took. It's growing, but slowly. Did it for a property marker. So far, I'm doing good on power, so it might be a sunset to close this live out. Yep, power's still doing good. Welcome to the mud. Yeah, my old pod didn't have the extension. This one does, so I can use the extension now if I want to go higher or lower. Got me a nice buzz on. Some kind of odd sound from NASA. We might get a footage of something NASA's doing. Let me turn you a little bit on the runway. More or less, that's the end of NASA Wallops runway. So if something's getting ready to take off or fly, we'll see it. See it live. It's high pitched, what I heard. Oh, no, wait a minute. Pop, 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 pop. You figure that's in the distance that Pop Pop was. Overall, it's quiet as fuck out here. The birds not even chirping loud. You might get one here and there. Oh, there's one. I say something and one bird squawks. A seagull flying circles in the air. Usually I see deer and stuff out here. I don't see any tonight. And we got cloud cover, so the sunset will be gorgeous. So I am going to be ending this in the sunset. We're just going to chill out here for a little bit, give it some time. We'll go out to the dock and do a sunset off the water again. And that's when usually people approach me, but docks look empty. You can see them in the shot right here too. From there all the way back and around the trees. And they're public docks, but they go right behind my house, so it's easy to walk to. Hey, hey, you come back. We're out here on the stand now. Out here in the dead quiet. I'm gonna have to put some bird seed and stuff out. Get the birds rolling a little bit thicker. Maybe I don't, this camera zoom ain't all that, but what the heck just happened? Sorry about that. Try to zoom and hit 101 different buttons. Maybe you can kind of see the shorebirds now. I gotta wait for the welcome to chat. There it fades away. A little bit closer. It gets hazy. That's Causeway, that's Chincoteague Island. The lighthouse out that way. There's NASA. What time is it anyway? 7:05. So be setting in about an hour. So in a little bit we'll walk down to the docks. Finish this live up. It's already 2 hours and 30 in. This phone actually got better power, so I can actually do longer lives. But I try to zoom in so you can see the egrets. My whole family out there, but the phone ain't quite picking it up. That's on McBud's wish list is a better camera to go live on. Something that I can zoom and do distance. Because I got some distance to zoom into. Because you're looking out to the launch pads, but you can't see none of that on camera. But with the naked eye, I can see one launch pad, two launch pads, two pads, their 3D radar, their water tank, let's see, I already said radar, and main hub center, and that's on their launch pads. And I can look up on the runway and see like the weather dome, the edge of the flags, and lights and stuff for the runway, their gas shop, and one I want to call it an underground bunker, but it's more of like a warehouse and the doors facing my property, so I can tell when it's open and closed. But if I had a good cam, I can show you what's in it. I wouldn't mind seeing if it's a bunker or is it just storage. But I did do a NASA tour, so I know about the 3D radar and stuff they have out there. And there's like something I've never seen before. It's not no longer a ping ping. More or less, it's a special camera without a lens that can see for distance but show you an actual picture. And not only what a frontal, but they can see what's behind it. It's crazy. And when they showed it off during this tour, they were focused in on a doorknob on Chincoteague, and that's from NASA to Chincoteague. It's about 4 miles, and in 4 miles, they can look in the keyhole and see what's behind this door. So that's something crazy. That's their new 3D radar. I don't even know why they call it a radar because the output is like you're looking through a camera, but there's not a camera doing it. It's done by the radar pings to create a 3D image. But yet to be that detailed 4 miles away, I couldn't tell you sure whether you can actually look, how far it can go. That crazy tech, and that's the military stuff. So it's crazier than what most people know. Alright, so what's the next topic? I'm waiting for the next topic, guys. Come on now. Get up on the Big Mac show. Watch the McBuds grow. Getting stoned with the eyes low. Shooting tat. Shooting chat to and fro. How I like indica, I really do so. There's somebody in the golf cart dropping cans off. Another thing I do is recycle. A little bit of everything, but independent and everything. Cheers. Do a little flipperoo for the cheers. Sitting on the treetops. Looking around those tops. Hmm. How's my boo boo? Yeah, that's pretty much done. Working on 2. I know at least I have 4 for the first, and that'll be my introduction to the world. Straight to the dome. Got hit by the chrome. He didn't do it alone. It's really quiet out here, putting people to sleep, huh? Got a couple people out on the docks now. Let me look out, see what they're up to. So far, it looks like just taking pictures. Probably NASA enthusiasts. Blah, 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 blah. Indica got my tongue. Whoever it is, they're a little burden. Keep seeing his hand go up, so I guess he's just doing snapshots, little pictures. Still, we'll walk out here in a sec. I gotta keep an eye on the time. And the power looks good. Start packing up so we can walk out to the docks. So off to the docks we shall. Ain't the ones overlook so we can smoke a bowl. Gonna get high on the water. Welcome to End's Trails. I'm not quite where I will be, but it is my destiny. Sit home and grow weed. It's the only way this American's free. But, alright, now I'm down. Down the home base, my chill spot in the marsh. And this wood is double up as where I'm gonna dry out my plants. So this is the dryer's hut, and this is where I'm gonna be doing all the grooming and stuff, like little office, production office. And I got to trim up this swamp in the entrance. My bush is getting big, but I walk out here, put you and the girls for a second, so I can let the old lady know I'm walking out to the docks for the sunset. Put you up on the ladies, catching that evening sun. Oh, get ready to let you know I'm walking to the docks.
For what?
I'm heading out to the docks for the sunset. What are you doing over there?
I was looking at his plant. His mama's flower.
There's,
Peppers?
yeah,
Are they the hot ones?
I don't know. I don't know what he planted. Alright, I'm gonna shorten the legs so it'll be easy to carry on. Gotta go low, 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 low.
Yeah, I got trash right here, but I'll get it cleaned up, okay?
Alright, I'm gonna go out to the sunset. Don't take far for me to get to the docks. Just a little loop around. So you can say about 50 steps. And this is live shot. That's one side of the cam, the other. Peace, y'all. I see ya. I see ya. There's no filters, no AI. I'm out here on the docks. In the water. We'll be back in the sun. I might do highlight the sun too. Oop. Meant to hit that button. Hit the wrong button. Cam flip. So you can see the color starting to set in. Clear behind us. Yeah. Kind of makes the sun under the clouds, but I know it's because of the distance. Have a good automatic filter looking right at the sun. Plus, island. That's an island right there. And that grass you're not allowed to cut. With the Phragmites in the background, that's more or less what I did it for my job. My new job I created is a Phragmite cut down. So if you got oceanfront property, you you can clear the Phragmites out for a better view. In my backyard, I used to cut it, but this year I left it in and just built. I might cut it next year as the company grows. But more or less, now I get paid to cut all the Phragmites all in this area up in here. And the business is growing pretty solid. It's just hard work. I gotta do a lot of upgrades and stuff for the future of that business, like equipment upgrade. I'm already looking into equipment upgrade, and you figure I just started that business just this year. It's not even. I say it's about 5 months, 4 months old, 4 or 5 months old. It's a fish activity. We might have to do a fishing live next. Come out here and go fishing. What do you think? Come out, go fishing, catch some red eye. And no, not the bad red eye, the good red eye. Right now, headed towards Chickatee, but he's looks like he's making a slight turn. Yeah, he's turning, so he's heading towards Ocean City. Unless he's planning doing touch and goes. He might be doing touch and goes, 50-50 chance. And I hear something else now, another propeller started. So we might have another takeoff. Yes, let me do that until you should be able to see the takeoff in the sunset if I get it like that. Sat planes are lifting off. And they might do loops, do touch and goes. Yeah, now I see that one in the distance. They're doing touch and goes. Had the one that took off. And I hear another one on the chilling in the garden, baking up for the marsh view to a sunset to NASA doing some touch and goes with their sat planes. And I think that's Navy training. I have to really look close and see what kind of badge the plane has. Maybe we can do a zoom with a shitty zoom and see if it has a badge. We'll see. But that is NASA Wallops. Wait for the one to take off. Water's right at high tide. Yeah, I see the other one looping around now. It's right at that tree line. It's trying to take off and hasn't took off yet. Keep losing connection too. Hope they ain't practicing jamming people's signals. Yeah, I didn't quite see anything on the side. I'm still not sure. There's the other one taking off. Yeah, and then oh, another one taking off. So we got three in the air right now. And I did see the white star with the blue circle on the blue circle, so it is Navy training. Or at least it's the Navy plane, sat plane. It looks like the changing guards. That's happening too over NASA. I've seen a couple cars go out at the same time. Yeah. Got people walking up with chairs. And there goes the sun behind the trees. See what colors are calm. Showing more color off the water than anything. Got all three flying at once. That, I don't know, but they're flying as a pack now. It might be changing location to like Ocean City or something. Who knows? I never really seen them do touch and goes as a pack. Bunched up. So more than likely they're heading somewhere else. So there won't be no more touch and goes with the sat planes. The Navy is on a journey. indica. I love it how it bites. Huh. Now there's 4 of them. Here they fly right over, sneaking up behind me. So I guess they're training how to fly formations now. That's neat, because I haven't seen it with the sat planes, and so there's 4 of them. It would be cool to see them come back and do all 4 at the same time, a touch and go, all 4 of them. Might be something for the Book of World Records. How many touchdowns at once on a single runway? Oh, here they come over the horizon. They're wing to wing right now. They did a turn and now they're following each other. You might be able to zoom. I'm gonna do a little zoom, see what I can catch on a zoom. You can kind of see all four lights coming in. Now they're breaking apart. One broke off. And there's another one breaking off. Another one just broke off. And there's that one. Last one doing the turn. Well, that was interesting. Let me get you back up here. Howdy. I just do it that way so it's a quick zoom out. It's hard to zoom in and out with this cam. Definitely say NASA woke up. Another one already. I wanna. Think they're showing off. Alright now boys, let's see upside down. See sunset to NASA. You can see the satellite up there. High as the treetops. Get that HBO Max Plus Gold Channel. Heck, they probably get HBO from China with that thing. I think that one actually is the satellite that communicates with the Space Center. The Space Center ain't above us right now, so they have it facing straight up. There's nights you'll see that on, but you can quote me on that. I just know the weather one is a little bit further down than that. You can't see that one because of the tree line. It's too far down the channel. So far, this live has become a sunset in watching NASA. They got their sat planes flying all around. The sun just dipped down behind the tree line, but you're still getting a nice reflection off the water. Water's nice and calm today. And don't mind the coughing. Hitting on it. Cheers. Yeah, the water is calm. That's a postcard right there. Huh. It was nice and quiet, but NASA woke up. They got 4 sat planes. They were flying together in patterns, where there's a little difference, but now it looks like they're doing the common touch and go, spacing themselves out. So now I constantly got a prop plane in the audio. Did catch some good shots with them. I got them as highlights and I turned them to shorts later. And this phone definitely got a longer charge or a longer battery bank. My old one would have been done already. Cigarettes, 8 o'clock. So that's like 3.5 hours. And I'm only at half power. So if we times that by 2, 6, 7, yeah, I can have a 7-hour live if I want to, if I start off fully charged. So that's definitely an upgrade. That night, I think I was fully charged, but if it was close to it when I started. But like I said, my old one would have been dead by now. Yeah, but on that note, I'm going to go ahead and close up so I can run back and get me some supper. Have a decent night. So hope you like the view. Thank you for the likes. On my quest, I need you to tell a friend, get a couple of people going. Still after that 1K goal I had going, because I ain't gonna quit, but it's looking slim. I did step back a little rather than forward, and that I blame that on technical issues. Now I got those technical issues fixed where I can chat with y'all, I can see y'all now. Easier to communicate, a better cam, better battery bank, better stands, so hope all my tech issues are taken care of. And now we can enjoy sunsets and getting baked and seeing the ladies flower and different things to get into around here. But it is what it is. Take what you had, make something of it. Cheers. Until next time. Peace.